Hello, my name is Yoshiro Yamawaki. I was born in Nagasaki, Japan in 1934. I am one of seven siblings. I have two younger brothers, two younger sisters, one twin brother, and one older brother. I was in second grade of elementary school when Japan started the Pacific War. The war was still going on when I entered sixth grade, and it was during the summer when the atomic bomb was dropped on my home. When the bomb went off, me and my twin brother were playing at home by ourselves, while my older brother and my father were working at the Mitsubishi Electric Corporation. Fortunately, my mother and four of our other siblings had went out of town on vacation, while me and my other brother were sitting at the back of the house eating breakfast around 11 o'clock, when suddenly we saw a whitish-blue light shoot across the room. Then came a roar that seemed to shake the whole house. We both jumped to the ground and covered our eyes, ears, and nose with our hands. While we were laying there, plaster and other debris came falling down on top of us. After a few minutes, the falling debris became more infrequent, and while laying there was voices of the people in the neighborhood screaming and crying reached my ears. As I looked up, I noticed that the whole room had changed. The furniture was thrown across the room. The walls were crumbling down next to me. The roof had been completely blown off. We could see straight to the sky. After a while, me and my brother went to the bomb shelter and waited for our father and brother. After about an hour, our brother showed up, but no sign of our father. The next morning, the three of us set off to find our father, not knowing the true destruction the bomb had caused. As we walked around and saw dead bodies everywhere, I walked separately down to the river to see if he was down there, when I stumbled upon about an 18 or 19-year-old girl floating in the river, dead. I noticed she was tied onto something that had caught onto a rock. I just assumed it was a belt or something. But as I got closer, I realized it was her intestines that had blown out of her body. As we arrived to our father's section of the factory, we noticed that it had been blown to nothing. We asked a worker standing there in shock where our father was. He then pointed and said, "Over there." We looked where he was pointing, and it was just a mountain of bodies. As we approached the pile of bodies, our brother grabbed us and told us he was gone. Luckily, my father was the only member of the family who passed. I am now 75 years old and still living with symptoms of this horrible event.